What's up, everyone, and welcome back to BRL. This is race number 2 of our young season so far. Round number 1 brings us to Monza, here the short circuit, where we will see mostly right and some left action. We're going to see some hard-nosed racing. We have 13 on the grid for tonight, so almost a full field as we wrap up the second half of this, or the first half of this round. I am Sam Cook, your broadcaster and league owner, bringing you tonight's race. We're looking forward to bringing it to you live. Follow twitchmonster27, which reminds me to remind you, be sure if you are not to be a follower of the channel to check out this and much more racing, the BRL series, and then other series, and then other gaming as well. Well, let's catch everyone up with the action. On pole tonight is going to be Woozy Emu and Whelp Dang, the 24 and the 77. These two will be on pole for today to start this race, and it's going to be exciting to see these guys try to rebound from what happened at Daytona. We know these two drivers DNF'd out of Daytona, and so they will get the starting spot. Let's bring you the rest of the grid real quick. Skitty Brave, not the best Daytona. He's going to look to turn things around. He's sitting third. Hyundai in the 5. He's sitting 4th place in that great Clips. Chevrolet is looking to kind of rebound as well after an electronic issue took him out of Daytona. The White Hammer was practicing some things that could possibly make him faster. Let's see if he can return to the greatness we have known him to have in the past. 6th place, Beloved, has an excellent chance to be a little more aggressive out there driving that number 1 car. Let's see if he's able to get it done. Wesley starting 7th place, his teammate not too far behind. So what is he going to be able to do in that number 8? Can he bring CMR their first win of the season? Zero, C. Elmo, Frosty, our Daytona 500 champion, BRL 500 champion, I should say. He's going to be rolling off in the 10th position, and then Dale Jr. returns, but Back in Black is going to be one of the drivers we're going to keep our eye on. We know he missed Daytona, but he won the qualifying race. So what is he going to be able to do this time round? Our Blitz reporter is Dale Jr. in the 3, so we'll keep an eye on him throughout the race. We're getting ready to go. Green flag. Let's get you back up front for the call to start this race. Follow twitchmonster27, 150 here at Monza, getting ready to get underway. And here we go. Green flags in the air. We're rolling here at Monza. Oh! Hard licks in the back already in the tire barrier is a driver that is, it looked like Dale back there in the back. But it's not. Who's behind Dale? That looks like West. We got spins up ahead as well. See Elmo around. Woozy involved in that, it looked like. And that is never good. And we might have our first caution just like we saw at Daytona. These guys trying to get their cars running. Any damage? No damage for C. Elmo. He was able to keep that car clean. What about Woozy? Any damage from Woozy? No damage for Woozy as well. They keep it rolling. Good job for them. Let's get you back up front. Well, Dang is your race leader, and he's going to lead lap number 1. Skitty Brave all over him. Look at Back in Black. He's going to try to charge in there. Hyundai takes it from Black. Look at the White Hammer. Hammer going to make a move. He turns Back in Black, and we got a wreck on the track. The 9 in front of the field spins it out, gets off the track. Good deal for him. Yikes. And we got Zero that is had an electronic issue of some sort, and he is out of the race, it seems. And do we have a caution? Yes, I believe caution is out as the field slows down. So quite a bit of action here to start things off. But that's exactly what you want to see. And we know short track racing, as I believe pit road is closed right now, or at least there are no takers to pit road right now. But that's what you expect to see. But it's impressive. The White Hammer sitting up in the top group, sitting fifth, was going to make a move on Back in Black. So how is Back in Black going to respond to that contact that he had earlier? So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. Dale Jr., our Blitz reporter, is sitting ninth, so that's good for him as well. And the 17, it appears, has lagged out of this race before even able to get started. So that's unfortunate for the 17 after a kind of mediocre finish to a great performance at Daytona. Pit road should be open this time by here, and cutting the grass is the White Hammer in that Lakers number 83. Now, we know the Lakers last season in the NBA struggled to do anything, struggled to make the play-in, and all around was a horrible season for Lakers standards. So a lot of confidence he has rocking that number 83, and I'm pretty sure that's what that's about from Josh. Speaking of Josh, Josh, one of the drivers who's decided to come and race with us. We know last season he ran a few races last season. This season he's rocking the 99, and he is going to run that Tire Pros 99 Chevrolet for us. Will he decide to stay the rest of the season, or will he decide, oh, what a fake? He decides, no, I'm not going in. The White Hammer goes in, so that's interesting. But will he decide to stay and compete? If so, will he be any contention for the drivers up front? Keep an eye on Josh, and we want to welcome him back to BRL. Welcome back, Josh. I want to talk about our Blitz reporter real quick while we have a little bit of time. We know Dale Jr. was one of those drivers switching up now. He's got a new team. He's driving a new car, the 3, and trying to turn over a new leaf, trying to gain some speed here. And so the question for Dale is, does he have enough to be able to rebound? We know he did not run the BRL 500. He's able to attend now. One of the things he cannot do this race is DNF. He's going to have to keep that car on the track the entire race. Got a long race to go tonight. So he's got to keep that car on the track. He's got to keep it together. And we'll see. We'll track to see if he can do that tonight. 12 drivers remain. We're going to get you started with the run. We're going to ride on board with Beloved in the 1 as he is going to start 6th on the grid. As they approach the front straightaway. Unique about this track in this format is there's not a lot of space and distance between the start-finish line and turn 1. That sharp right-hander gets a lot of drivers in trouble when we're packed like this. Cautions breed cautions. We'll see if we have another quickie, or will we stay green for quite some time? We're getting ready to restart. First restart for BRL here at Monza. Green flag. Heavy contact. Narrow passage here. Oh, Back in Black having some trouble with that car. They go through the sand. Beloved's gonna. Oh, look at that 4 wide action. 3 wide actions, no room for 4 wide. Back in Black off the track. Somehow West made a move to get past both the 83 and the 3. Look at Hammer off the track into the pavement on the side there. A lot of action going on right here in this first restart lap. Entering that braking zone, CMR, the 8 and the 1, 7th and 8th so far. We'll keep an eye on them as we go along. Let's go up towards the front, and in 5th place, riding alone. My goodness. In the back. That looked like Woozy. It was Woozy. And struggling just a little bit. No damage though, still. Tire barriers really saving them. And that's one thing about this track. It's really, really forgiving on those tire barriers. So you can make mistakes and be able to keep it together. Back up front we go. Welp Dang riding in 3rd. And this is exactly what he needs. And that American Airlines number 77 with his teammate in Skitty Brave riding 1st. Exactly what this team needs is a rebound, and Welp Dang is going to have to hold it together. We know he has the speed and the talent to be able to get to victory lane at a track like this. He's going to have to keep it together all race. And then BRL 500 champion riding right back behind him in 4th place. We ride along with him as they enter the right-hander headed towards the straightaway. Wide is Hyundai as he drives it off wide in 2nd place. Well, dang, not the cleanest corner, but he's able to stay away. And look at Frosty. It's Truck Monk in that car. Yeah, big oxymoron. But we're not going to talk too much. We're on to, oh no! The 77 and Josh both into the wall. Just as we start to talk about him, and they come out right in front of Dale. What a save to protect the engine was the 77. But he realized just then that he was in trouble. And Josh, same thing there. Josh fared a little bit better. And we got a caution. Yeah. Wow, that was tough. And they came right out on the Dale Jr. Let's see if Dale. No, we don't have a. Do we have a caution on the track? No, these guys are just running around each other. Wow, look at this pack of cars right here. We'll stay on board with Josh. This is your group right here. And I mean, look at all these drivers here. Of course, you got the drivers going to the pit road here. So what we'll do now is we'll turn on our map so that we can keep an eye on what's going on all around the track. You see Elmo back in black battling. It's the battle for 5th place. Back in black, trying to battle hard right back. I mean, very heavy contact by the 9 as he pushes past the 54. And then into the hard right-handing braking zone. Josh able to rebound after that spin. But yeah, that turn 1 just really can sneak up on you really, really quickly. And that's what we saw there. And that's why you saw the 77 flying off. Because, you know, sometimes you get in such a rhythm you don't even realize. But in the meantime, look who's made it all the way up to 2nd place. And our leader has some trouble. That's going to be Skitty versus Wes. We've seen this battle. We saw it a little bit last week at Daytona, and seeing it again, the battle for 1st place. Look at Wes and Skitty blocking. Let's get you up there to the battle. On board Wes in the 8 who overshoots the corner, and never mind, that's not a battle anymore. Let's take you up front now. Skitty Brave. I mean, this is exactly what he needs right here, and he needs to hold on to this. This has got to be, at least to start, the most dominant start we've seen out of Skitty Brave. But the question we always find ourselves asking is he going to be able to hang on to that trouble? Hyundai. He was riding 2nd. He hits the tire barrier and goes for a ride. It sneaks up on you, man. It sneaks up on you. Speaking of tire barrier, let's look at this. The battle right up here, this hornet's nest of cars right here. I mean, all the battling going on right here around there. Look at back in black, Josh, see Elmo, Hyundai back in there again. All right here together in this battle. So exciting to watch. Almost 3 wide on the straightaway as they head into turn 1. Now single file, turn 1. Now head to turn 2. And back in black, trouble. He has really struggled in this race, as I think he hit the tire barrier again, and I think he just DNF'd. No, he did not. He is in pit road. No doubt repairing damage there. And with him was Frosty. And they come out right there in front of the White Hammer, so that's tough for him. Back up front. And now cars are starting to spread out here. We got a car slower back there. And so as things continue to spread out, look at the pace Skitty Brave and West are putting on. Lap traffic is going to start to become an issue, and BRL is not a constant theme here in BRL because of some of the road courses that we run, that we find a lot of lap traffic in this kind of format. This is in a lot of ways short track racing. So the question is going to be, how are these drivers going to manage getting through turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 with these other drivers we're going battling that are a lap down? We got trouble up ahead, someone in the tire barrier. Oh, that's the White Hammer. Oh, that is the White Hammer. This is what we're talking about right here, and I think there may be a caution on that one. I'm not 100% sure. Hammer is beat up though. I wonder if there was contact between him and Wes, because we saw Wes slow up quite a bit as he is in the grass here. Whoa. Yeah, there is some contact there. Man, that is unfortunate, and this led me to that point of, you don't know, like, trying to get through the field. You never know what could happen in that situation as a leader in lap traffic on this type of track, and that's exactly what we see. We are under our second caution of the night. So some awesome racing that we saw in the first half of this race, the first opening lap. So great racing so far. I'm looking forward to much more field under caution. So pit road is not open. Obviously, we know if it was, West would have pitted. Pit road is closed as the drivers catch up. And so what a great race we've got so far. And I tell you what, while we are waiting, let's take our first commercial break of the race, and we'll be right back for pit stops. We welcome you back to the Follow twitchmonster27 150 here at Monza at the short circuit, pretty much the oval. Pit road is open. We are under our second caution of the race that involved Wes and the White Hammer, endangerment of the field, and in goes Wes. And we'll tag back along with Skitty Brave as other drivers go down pit road. We'll see who all that is. Of course, the White Hammer down pit road, as well as several others. And we have a driver getting his lap back And that is the white hammer, I believe. They had to circle around and get his lap back, and we got several drivers down pit road. So let's take you through our top 5 real quick as we go along here as they circle through. Skinny Brave is maintaining the lead. Strong start to this race. Hyundai sitting second in that number 5 car right there. C. Elmo and Elma Enterprises in the 54. Or not Enterprise, but Incorporated, I'm sorry. And then Josh in the 99, first start of season number 2. Race number 2 has a good chance to strike. Back in Black rebounding after early troubles, but he's been highly inconsistent. Finds himself back in the top 5. Can he stay there is the big question. He rounds out the top 5. And here we go as they round the corner. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing right here. Let's keep an eye on this front pack. It sure should be exciting as they round the final corner. Should be turn 6, 7, and then coming on to turn 8 to the straightaway. 1, 2, 3. Well, anyway. On to the front straightaway we go. Remember, little short shoot. These drivers won't be able to crank it up much before they have to make that right-hander. Here we go. Green flag racing. We're back underway here in the BRL series. Contact made Cielmo with a little bit of trouble. Got off into the dirt there. He rebounds. He's going to fall back, but up ahead, lead change for the first time. Hyundai is able to take the lead away from Skinny Brave. Never mind, Skinny Brave snatches it right on back as he dives it into turn 1, and we got a huge battle for the lead. Hyundai falls to 8th, and we got a spin. Spin in the back. And we got a caution. That looked like the 99 of Josh that got involved in that spin. And yeah, he's got damage, and caution is back out here. Short track, short road course racing, if you will. Woozy Emu, is he involved? No, he was not. Got a clean car, but another spin there in front of the field. Gonna hurt them. Well, let's take the time here while we have a moment. We know this is a short track, so we're gonna have to be quick. Let's see, is pit road open this time? Yes, it is. So we won't do it this time. We'll wait till another time. Let's talk about our Blitz reporter right now, doing a good job of staying with it, keeping the car clean, and working hard to try and survive this race, which is what he needs to do after not racing the BRL 500. So he's got to put some points on the board, and in a hurry. Now, he elected not to use team points. Well, obviously he didn't have team points to use, but this is just emphasizes the importance of him making sure that RCR scores the first finish of the season here at Monza. This is a short track, and we definitely have seen short track racing at its finest. We've seen the bumps and the spins and the misjudges in corners, and it's made for some exciting racing so far. Only one driver is out of this race, and that's due to an electronic failure, and that is 0. I'm gonna ride aboard Frosty this time on our 3rd restart of the race. The White Hammer elected to pit, and now he is flying ahead of the field to go get his lap back. And in the BRL series, unlike other series where drivers are allowed to get their lap back before opening pit road, in this series, even when pit road is open, he has the opportunity to either pit or to go get his lap back, but the field will not delay the restart. So it is quite possible that the field will catch him around the racetrack. He's going to have to be quick and then hope for another caution to be able to regain the field. And this is so that everything continues to flow and that it won't delay the restarts and starts of these races, so we can get them done in a timely manner. Skitty Brave West, your front row. Green flag back in the air once again. Here they go, fanning out 3 wide in some places. To head into turn 1, grass and dirt flying through the air. Back in black, challenging for third. Gets third, but will there be? Yes. The crossover by Frosty. Will he be able to complete it on exit? No. And back in black's going to take third. Skitty Brave, however, your race leader, Wes, riding second. Hyundai looking to take that entry in. He's going to make a challenge on Frosty. Pass complete. Frosty drops back down to fourth. And Skitty Brave down to fifth. So there must have been some trouble there for Skitty Brave. West takes over the lead. West going for all he knows. But in the meantime, behind him, battle for second place. These two drivers have been climbing through the field on these restarts. Back in black and Hyundai. Hyundai looks a little bit faster than black. He's going to take over the second position. We got a battle for a lead very, very shortly. Going back in the field, this is for 8th place. Battle for 8th. C. Elmo battling down here with Josh. Not for long. Huge wreck. 99. The one of beloved. And it took him a little bit longer to recover. He's definitely got some damage. He's gonna have to be careful here. Woozy, was he able to stay clean and out away from it? Yes, he was. Dale Jr. in 8th. As they slide in there. Woozy a little bit off track here. So I was going to show you that battle, but that battle ended up in the wall there. As we got more trouble ahead. More drivers in the wall. Who is that? That's Back in Black. We've talked about him a lot. He's had to recover now. Damage to that number 9. He is struggling in this race. And we got a caution. Caution's out. And I think the caution was more so from, well, it could have been from the 9 endangering the field. Because that's definitely him about midway the field there, endangerment. So we're under yet another caution. Here, this is number 4, and you can just sense the intensity by some of these drivers who are either this is their first start or they did not do good at Daytona because they are taking everything they can. Remember, laps led are important. Getting that lap led gets you a bonus point. Leading the most laps gets you an additional bonus point. And for a lot of these drivers, you need all the points you can get. So let's look at the drivers that stayed out here. Wes, your race leader, and he's had a strong race so far to start all race long. He's got himself up front, made a mistake early, was able to climb through the field. Now he is back up front, and that says a lot about him. Hyundai, very strong. He's been able to go from the back to the front to the back, now to the front again. He sits second. Let's see if he can maintain that speed throughout the rest of the race. Might be a player for the victory. Frosty having a good rebound, but we saw a lack of speed compared to the leaders as everybody started to fan out and the laps started to continue. We started to see Frosty get passed and left behind by some of these other drivers. Let's see if he's able to learn something that's going to be able to help him increase his speed as they double up. See Elmo, another one's hanging on, another solid run, not standing out. He's definitely made some mistakes so far this race that we see if he could be able to clean those mistakes up. But so far, a really, really good race and something to be proud of in the first quarter of this race being completed. I already talked about Frosty. Let's talk about Josh. From the back to the front to the back and now to the front again. Another one of those drivers that showed a lot of speed. He also stayed out. And then Skinny Brave, Woozy Emu decides to stay out. Skinny Brave, the first of the drivers that pitted. Here we go. We're gonna ride along with Josh as we get restarted. West Hyundai restarting. Front row. 3 and 4 wide. Already spinning back there. Big wreck. 4, 5 wide through the middle there. How did they make it? The answer, they didn't. And that, wow. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna go well, and it didn't. And we are back under caution. And so we're gonna take the time here to talk to our Blitz reporter. Why not? Hey, be sure to include your audio. Sam Cook, this is Dale Jr., this is Sam Cook in the booth. We got a copy. I'm doing good, man. Y'all are putting on a show so far, man. Big wrecks, good passes, good battling for the lead. How do you think your race is going so far?
Right now I'm gonna be starting in the back just for the simple fact, when you invited me, I was not supposed to be in pit road because the pit road's closed. So, but I'm still on the lead lap, so it's okay. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm very confident in my car.
Awesome, awesome. You know, we've seen a lot of action, but we've seen you trying to lay low and stay out of everything. So what's going to be most important to you this race? Is it going to be finishing, or is it going to be battling for the lead later on in the race?
Well, if these idiots keep the way they're doing and everything, I'm just aiming for a top 10. You know, I came up and everything as high as 6th, so maybe a top 5, but I'll be happy and everything with somewhere in between.
All right, well, Dale, we'll hopefully, at least at this pace, we'll definitely get a chance to talk with you later on. But we'll let you get back in there and get back in the party. We want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us up here, and we'll try and talk with you later, Dale.
All right, bud, thank you. I'd like to thank my sponsors with Tractor Pass Pro Shop and RCR.
All right, bud, appreciate it.
Thank you, bud.
That was Dale Jr. in the 3. Oh no, I hope he didn't tear up his car. No, he didn't. That was Dale Jr. in the 3, RCR Chevrolet, and looking to rejoin the field there. And you heard him say that because of what's going on the racetrack, he's just hoping for a top 10. And definitely you can kind of sense again A lot of this aggression is stemming from the drivers that did not run the BRL 500, and the drivers that did not have a good BRL 500 are fighting to try to get this victory. They're making moves, being aggressive, and it's cost some cautions out there. It's cost a lot of things happening. So Dale's just looking to survive right now, and so we're hoping that he's able to do that. They're getting ready to restart right now, so we'll take you back out up front. No, they're not looking to restart right now. So they must have delayed the green. I want to give a big personal shout out to XR Frosty and Beloved Car. Both are my assistant officials and are running the show, which gives me the opportunity to come up here and provide a booth view, if you will, of the race and the action. So thank you guys. And I want to thank Twitch as well, which is a good time for me to remind you, if you haven't already and you are enjoying what you watch, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, be a part of the twitchmonster27 community, and catch all BRL action throughout, not only on the weekends, but throughout the week as well, on the weekly speed report, which updates the points, brings you highlights of the races and stories and more. Woozy Emu has DNF'd out of this race just now, and I believe that is electronic more than anything, as we see another driver has also have some issues there. Looked like Skitty Brave that was having some issues. And I hope we did not lose Skitty Brave. Oh no. All right, they go back. Green flag racing. Here we go. We lost Skitty Brave. Man, that sucks. Oh, we got cars everywhere. Wow. The 77 got wiped out. He rebounds. It's been a rough time electronically for a lot of these drivers, and we're seeing them have electronic issues and lag out, and that's most unfortunate for those guys. But it's not a DNF, so that is something to hope for. But Skitty has such a fast car. See, Elmo dives it in there on West. He's gonna take the lead. Battle for the lead between Frosty and Elmo. These guys going at it. Wow, going back and forth. And we got Jazz in the chat. What up, bud? Frosty diving it in there on West, side by side. See Elmo strong lead so far. And he is pulling away from both Frosty and West, and it makes sense because these guys are battling it out side by side, or at least they were. Tires everywhere on the racetrack. They have been abused. That tire barrier has been abused. West really gets a good run coming out of that corner, coming out of turn 4. Really a good run there, and is able to catch, but then they pull away coming through this corner right here as he bumps and runs Frosty like mad. And he's gonna retake second place. But you have to know Frosty is not gonna be happy about that one. And behind him, back in black, we got trouble on the track. Dale Jr. Looks like he's got it going here. No damage, we keep rolling. for Josh. And we got a caution. Caution on the racetrack. Could be for Dale there on the track. But wow, we saw some action there, did we not? I mean, some spins. We saw heavy contact. Yeah, we saw a lot there. A lot to unpack. Could we see a renewed rivalry between some of these drivers that are racing this season that compared to last season? Could we see something renewed there? Gonna be interesting. We'll find out. Pit roads probably should be open this time by. We'll see if there are any takers. There are some takers. We have some takers to hit pit road. Well, dang, being one of them. Wes, Frosty, Hammer. Well, dang. So must be some damage there. So let's look at who stayed out. Top 5. C. Elmo, back in black, sitting second now. Hyundai third. Josh gonna be third, or fourth rather, maintaining that position. Beloved up to 5th. Let's talk about Beloved, because this is his time right here to be a little aggressive and establish himself in the top 5. He's gonna have to work to do that. Go ahead and establish himself here in the top 5. A lot of the faster drivers are gonna be rushing at you from behind. So establish yourself, hold on to that position, put pressure on the drivers in front of you, and then ride a little as much as you can before the next caution. We have had 5 cautions so far here in the Follow twitchmonster27 150 here at Monza. It's been exciting to watch so far, and much more excitement is going to be had. You think this is something, wait until those laps start to count down and those drivers start to pick up the intensity. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's get you back up front with Back in Black, who's gonna start second. Now, Back in Black has had a lot of issues with this racetrack so far. So let's see how much he has learned to this point and see if it's gonna help him stay in the top 5. Green flag. Oh my goodness, trouble again. Back up front, battle for the lead. Back in Black trying to hang on and lead some laps here at Monza, showing a little bit of speed as he's trying to get away from C. Elmo. Look at the speed coming off the corner there. He's going to try to maintain that. He does, and Back in Black is going to lead a lap at Monza. Oh! We have some trouble back there in the back. They were able to recover. We're going to stay up here in the lead with Josh behind him. I mean, turn 1 is just eating people up this race, and we're seeing it more and more. Josh gonna try and take a stab, but this is the point, man. I can't talk right now. This is the time for Back in Black to pull away. He's got the clean air, he's got the clear track. Pull away, establish some dominance. Could he get his first official win in the BRL series? We know he's good at the qualifying races there at Homestead. Can this be his first official win at a racetrack that's not Homestead? Let's pay close attention. Trouble back in the back. And I mean, we just expect now bunch ups in those corners as this hornet's nest of cars battling through. There you see Beloved has taken some steps forward. He's up to 3rd. He's gonna have to maintain that position. And look at Welp Dang. Welp Dang's teammate didn't survive. he's gonna try and maintain and survive here at this race. Here at Monza, he's up to 4th, putting pressure on Beloved. Now earlier we saw him as they take it 3 wide. They take it 3 wide. Well, Dane got the short end of that stick, as you can imagine. 3 wide racing. Look at Beloved establishing himself, holding this pack up. Oh, they're gonna take him on both sides. 3 wide once again. Beloved down to 5th. Frosty's gonna take that position. Well, Dane's gonna try and take it on him. Beloved being aggressive, hanging in there on the high side. He's gonna use the whole racetrack. He's gonna go off the racetrack. And there goes that battle with him. But excellent job of doing his best to stay aggressive. He's got to continue to do that. Back up front, well, Dang at 4th, Frosty in 3rd, and now they've got work to do because they're gonna have to catch those leaders. A little bit further behind them, the Hornets' nest continues. That's Josh. C. Elmo back there as well. Hyundai, so we know this group, especially Hyundai, very fast. C. Elmo is being very solid. Now they got work to do. They got to catch the field. Josh also very fast. Let's see if they can catch these leaders. Right now, Back in Black being very dominant in his stay up front, and good job for him. We're on lap 39 out of 100 so far. Got a driver peeling off the pit road, and that's going to be Hyundai, I believe, is going to peel off the pit road and repair damage. Let's be sure. No, that's Josh going to peel off here. Oh! Dale! Tire barrier. Tire barrier there, buddy. It just sneaks out. It's just sneaking out and grabbing people. I mean, it's just got a mind of its own. Dale recovers. Let's go back to the battle for 5th. And look at here. Look at how quick things have changed. Well, Dang must have had some trouble. And that allowed Hyundai to go from mid-pack all the way up to 3rd with the speed that he has. He's pulling away from this group. That includes Frosty and C. Elmo, who seem to just run together the entire race. Oh, contact there. Oh, Dang, like, sorry, bud, I got places to go. Well, Dane looking to have a good start. He didn't have a good start at Daytona. He's looking to have a good finish at this race. The top 5 would do him good. A win would do him even better. And he's looking to get that American Airlines number 77 into victory lane. Having some troubles with the handling of that car. He's gonna have to really be careful. Especially as the tires start to wear late in the runs. Car in the tire barrier. Hyundai. That seems to be the new thing here. Tire barrier. Car in the tire barrier. Before long, I'm going to say hit the pace car because he didn't hit everything else out here. Back up board, Frosty. And this group here is starting to thin out just a little bit. As they're running roughly about the same as far as lap times are concerned, and you can see they're not really pulling away from each other, all right around each other. As the field begins to finally spread out some, we're logging laps. So let's talk a little bit. Let's go through the field, brought to you by BRL, and let's talk first about first place West, who was able to regain the lead from Back in Black. Now, very strong run in that 8 car for CMR, and now the question is, can he maintain this power run? One of the things that we were talking about earlier in the race, and we saw the answer to, is how is he going to perform getting through lap traffic? That's something that he's going to have to try and figure out and negotiate as he gets through this racetrack. Now, fewer cars on the track because of electronic issues. However, still the chance that someone could make a mistake, hit the tire barrier right around the time that it's time for him to make his move past these guys. So it's going to be real important for him to take his time, keep the pace, but take his time as he gets around these lap cars. He is looking for his first win in the BRL series, and it will be great for me as a team owner to have it at CMR. Look at second place. That is Back in Black in that number 9 Shell Premium Gasoline Chevrolet for HMS. And one of the things for Back in Black, he missed the BRL 500. That's a killer. However, he definitely has the speed, as you can see. One of the things that's been a knock against him has been consistency, not speed. Back in Black is a very fast driver. It's just been the consistency. Not being able to consistently finish these races and not being able to hit his marks on a consistent basis slows him down quite a bit and leaves that potential on the table. So nice to see him working up front. This is the type of run that he needs, battling for the lead. And let's see how he's able to compete with Wes and if he's able to regain that lead as time goes on. Third place, Frosty, our BRL 500 winner in that number 2 SXR Chevrolet. And really the pressure's off. I mean, he's running pressure off. He's already locked into the next round. So right now he's just biding his time, but another solid run will allow him to put a stranglehold on the points, especially because LMP is not present, as well as other drivers not having the best run at this point in the race. So right now, stranglehold in the points is what he has. He's already advanced. Looking good, Frosty riding third. Fourth place on the grid, Hyundai. And he's had an up and down race, but definitely has had the speed to overcome any mistakes he has made so far in this race, as him and C. Elmo going at it, way at it, I might add. Wow. Able to maintain fourth. You know, last season he ran a few races and it was definitely, you could see the potential there for great battling. And this season, so far, 2 races he's run, 1 race electronic issue, so not too bad. He got good points. The next race after that is this one. So hopefully, so far he's lasted to this point, and hopefully he'll be able to get a good win. Well, dang, having some serious trouble with that race car. Lets these guys go by. Handling that race car is not right. Hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed before the race ends. He needs a good points day. See Elmo, another driver, really good. Second place at the BRL 500. So he's looking to back that up. Comfortable points lead, well inside the top 16. But one thing for a driver like him would be momentum. You want to carry momentum through each of these races in a round, and through each round to get yourself into the championship. Sometimes you're going to get to that final round and not win a race. We got a car in the wall. Welp Dang, he is struggling in this race. We'll take a pause through the field to take a look at Welp Dang. Any damage there? A lot of damage there. He's probably going to pit. Hold that thing together, bud. Hold it together through the race. He has struggled in that number 77. And hopefully he's going to be able to turn things around here. I mean, he definitely has the speed and the talent. He's just got to get through these races. He's got to get in some sort of rhythm in order to be competitive here. Let's take a look at our leaders real quick. We got a caution. Caution on the racetrack. I know not what for, but our officials have thrown the flag. And so that is going to bunch up the field for Wes not what he was looking at. Had a good stranglehold on the lead for Back in Black, though. That's exactly what he was looking for. So it was for Hyundai, because he definitely has the speed to compete up there towards the front. Just needed a caution to bunch the field. His wish was granted. And they're going to bunch up the field. Pit road not open yet, I don't believe, as you got those stragglers in the back trying to catch up here. But let's see what happened. No, pit road is closed. And I think we lost another driver. Electronic issues have really been, yes, we lost Webdang. Electronic issues have really been the story of the race for a lot of these drivers, and not in a good way. A lot of these drivers needed to have good finishes, and they're just not able to get through the race so far. But hopefully the remaining drivers can finish. We're down to 9 drivers so far competing out of 13. But none of our cautions have been DNF related. The DNFs have come through electronic issues. Unfortunate, but at least we know they're getting the max amount of points that they can get in that circumstance, and not DNF points. They're also going to get the maximum amount of team points that they can get. So that's good on both of those ends. You'd rather have an electronic issue and lag out than to DNF. Pit road should be open this time by. And we'll see who takes it and who doesn't. We had a lot of we had a good stretch of green flag runs, so you can understand the leaders coming in, getting that fresh fuel and the gas, and fresh fuel and gas. Wow, fresh fuel and tires. And getting back out there on the racetrack. We did have one driver stay out. Hyundai, very, very, very interesting. We have not taken a look at tires or fuel. You look there a little under halfway on the fuel there. So very interesting call. Will it be the right call? Well, I think he's banking on the fact we're going to have more cautions. So we've got a red flag on the track. Now, while we have a red flag on the track, what we'll do is we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back to the Follow Twitch Monster 150 right here. Twitch Monster 27. We welcome you back here to the Follow Twitch Monster 27 150. Reminding you, if you have not already and you are enjoying what you're watching, please be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, be a part of the Twitch Monster 27 community. Great support and much appreciation that I have from me to you for doing that. And I enjoy putting on a show for you guys. I appreciate the support that you give. Going back, green flag restart number 7 of the day. Approaching the halfway point of this race. Green flag, Hyundai West. Back in black, gonna try and make the jump. He goes 3 wide. Of course, that's gonna be reviewed. 3 wide, he's gonna hit the leaders. Heavy, heavy contact. They're not gonna let him by. We got Rex in the back. We're gonna have another caution. White Hammer, Dale Jr. involved in that. Dale fine. Hammer. Hammer's got damage. Back in black. And I believe there was some foul play there. I believe there was some foul play there. He's got damage. And he tried to make that move in there, and that was definitely not the right move, as I believe pit road is open. So we're gonna see the drivers in there pitting. Next week, we're gonna be at Watkins Glen, but it's not gonna be the normal NASCAR configuration that we are accustomed to seeing. What configuration will it be? You're gonna have to tune in and find out. It's gonna be right here on twitchmonster27 next week. Back in black is going to be credited the race lead. He was wrecked from the race lead, and he's got that damage, so it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. For him, he's going to be able to maintain. No, I think he went and got that damage repaired. But they did not appreciate it. You can see Wes showing his disfavor of what happened in that, and I believe this is the double up lap here. All right, so I believe we're going pit road open this time. Wes gonna dart out. So pit road was closed that first time. I think because of the foul play, they allowed the pit for damage. And you know, sometimes that happens. Short track racing, if you will, one of the shorter road courses that we run. And so you can expect some flared tempers, if you will. So let's take you through our top five. West trying to score the first victory of the season, trying to hold on to that race lead in that number 8. He has been pretty strong all race long. He sits first place. Frosty sitting in second right here, and I mean, he's played it smart, and he looks to try and challenge for that lead. Could he go back-to-back wins in the BRL series? Joining the likes of Michael and Little Habibi and Ghost, or will we see him fade to the back? Third place, Josh, back in action here in the series and showing where he belongs in that number 99, and trying to repair some of the mistakes of the past in this race. See Elmo, BRL finisher in second, and he's in fourth place right now, looking to continue to move up on the grid. Still a little less than halfway to go. He sits fourth, and then our fifth place driver, Beloved, hanging in there, having a solid run in at number 1, and looking to survive this race as well. Our Blitz reporter and Dale Jr. hanging in there as well. He sits towards the back. We're about to go green flag. West Frosty green flag. 4 wide, back in black once again. Challenging for the lead. Oh, Hammer, hang on to it. He does, for the most part. Hangs on to it. We stay racing. Beloved down to 6. White Hammer having a handful with that Chevy. Back up front, Josh. Right up through the field. Good gracious, Beloved. Wow. Way off track. Into the dirt. mean, I thought he was going to go to the woods. Thought that man had to pull over and use the bathroom there for a second. Back to Josh. Frosty, C. Elmo battle for second. They got Back in Black looming here. Frosty drives it off track. Contact between Josh. That's going to allow C. Elmo to try to gun it through the middle. He doesn't. 2 by 2 as they head into the right-hander. Double right-hander here. Back in Black is in the mix. Gonna try to make the move on the inside. The other drivers carry it wide. It's gonna be 3 wide as they come to the straightaway. C. Elmo almost loses the rear end there. And now how are they gonna handle the first right-hander? Turn 1 side by side. And Back in Black being really aggressive as he moves the 99 over, and now Back in Black back up to second. A lot of contact, heavy contact, 3 wide. Josh gonna try to scooch by on that inside. He does, he gets 2 positions for the price of 1. He moves up to 4. So now we got 2 battles. Battle for the lead coming up soon as C. Elmo and Josh going back and forth. Hyundai losing the rear end. That's going to give Josh a little breathing room. Back in Black up to second, and he's going to blow the lead. He's going to blow it. Gonna try to rebound that. He's got to be aggressive to work his way back up there. That moves Frosty right back up to second place. Riding along, Hyundai. They got work to do. Along Frosty, just not the speed to be able to pull away from these guys. He can maintain a lead for a little while, just can't seem to pull away. Oh no, Josh blew it. And he's gonna go back. I mean, so easy to do. Many drivers having trouble in turn 1. And we have seen this stripe once again right there on your screen. Field starting to spread out. Frosty looking good. This is our BRL 500 winner at Daytona last week. You want to catch that race, it'll be right there. The link for that race will be right there at the top right-hand corner of your screen later on. But right now, I mean, a lot of action from him. He saw a lot of action at Daytona. He was able to survive, and now I just don't think he's got a car strong enough to catch West. I think West right now is on another planet, clean air, and just a rhythm that's a lot better. It seems like Frost is able to get a position, but he's having to fend off these faster guys behind him. Look at Hyundai, who's really got a fast car, and I think one of the only drivers that's going to be able to challenge for that win is going to be him. Back in Black, I think will do it, but the question is, is he going to do it cleanly, and can he stay consistent? As we got Frosty a little bit of trouble now. Hyundai is about to take advantage of that in the 5. And this is what I was referring to. I just don't think he's solid enough to do it. But you know what? I honestly don't think he cares either. I mean, I think he's pretty content with what he's doing. We're going to step away from this battle for third to look further in the pack in this battle for eighth between Beloved and Dale. And Beloved's going to take 7th place on the grid away from Dale. But you notice their pace, not as strong, not nearly as strong as it needs to be. And so what happens when West catches these guys? Are they going to be in a position to make a clean pass, or could we see another caution involving our race leader? Battle for 4th. Back in Black has 4th right now, but he has lost the leaders entirely as the field starts to spread out here. Oh, and in the dirt he goes. Making mistakes he can't afford to make. He goes from 4th to 6th and into pit road. That could be the end of his day, barring more cautions. 2nd and 3rd right here. Tight battling between Hyundai and Frosty. Hyundai able to get by. Now he has clean air essentially. Let's see what he does with it. Is he going to be able to catch the 8 of West? Oh, look at Frosty dive in there. Contact is made. Crossover by Hyundai. Excellent try. Oh, we got a car off the track in the back. Got a car off the track in the front. The White Hammer. Uh-oh. He's good. The leaders are going to have to get past him cleanly. There's the 2. Diving on in there and gets past the White Hammer cleanly. And also Back in Black. So these drivers, Back in Black, the White Hammer now, are going to be battling for 90th to see who could be the first driver to get that lap back. Battle for 2nd. This is the longest green flag run of the day, and I think it's going to end Back in Black in the tire barrier once again. I don't think it was in harm's way, but a lot of damage to that car. Yikes. Oh, we stay green though. Let's look at the West. I mean, putting on a show right now. Huge performance. You look, there's no one around him right now. And this is the kind of run that I'm sure West, if he's able to secure it, this is the type of run that West has been longing for, waiting for a long, long time. It's finally here. And he's finally able to look at and sniff victory lane. He's waited for quite some time. Let's hope he's able. Let's see if he's able to hang on to it for the remainder of the race here. The key for West: no mistakes. Car in the tire barrier. The white hammer. He did it again. Same spot. Just so difficult to get through there. So the drivers have finally got spread out here. And let's go back and take a look at West now, facing lap traffic. Let's see how he gets through and navigates lap traffic. We're expecting probably these drivers will pull over for him, but that's not always a given. No challenge from the back there, as those second place drivers way off. But he can't make a mistake or be involved in anything. Now you saw Beloved struggling to get into turn 1. Gets through turn 2 and 3 okay. Now on the back straightaway. West again, I mean, really strong running so far. As now he's got to catch up on the hammer, who has struggled pretty much the whole race with the handling of that car, and so he's gonna have to try and navigate through that. Now, right now, if you take a look at things, West putting on a blistering pace. Should have enough pushing though to get through this races on fuel and tires and things of that nature. She couldn't complete the pass on the hammer. But the real question is, what happens if there's a caution? I don't think there can't be a caution. Definitely we could have a DNF that could bring out the caution, or a wreck that could bring out the caution, especially into turn 1. And so is West strong enough that he's going to be able to overcome that circumstance? You have to definitely plan for that set of circumstance. We've had 7 cautions, I believe, so far. And we had an opportunity to talk with our Blitz reporter. 100 laps are scheduled. We have a 20-lap overtime in case we need it, but we've had electronic issue. Okay, Wes is still here. We lost somebody. We lost the white hammer. Will that be a caution or is it an electronic issue? see, leaders have not stopped. So, it's an electronic failure that has once again struck, this time the white hammer, and that is definitely unfortunate for the group. But we keep rolling. That's definitely unfortunate that electronic issues have struck so hard this race. So imagine what would have happened had there not been electronic issues. However, we can still have a DNF. It still would be very, very interesting to see what would happen in that case. So keep your eyes peeled. We're gonna get off of West. I'm gonna go to second and third. Second place, Hyundai in the 5. Brake flips, Chevrolet. Looking good, looking to get his best finish in BRL, I believe, with a second place if he can hang on to it. Third place, the 2 of Frost, looking to continue his great run. Oh, and then look at the distance between third and fourth with C. Elmo just by himself on an island. And the challenge is fatigue. Can he stay awake? Can he stay moving? Stay running? We'll have to find out. Back in black in 6. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to the BRL series. We're here in Monza at the short track for the running of the Follow twitchmonster27 150. We had 13 drivers. We've had several electronic issues that have put out the back half of our drivers, leaving 8 remaining. The White Hammer was our latest casualty. We've had 7 cautions throughout this race. We're on lap 80, 20 to go in this race. And we see battling on the racetrack, I'm sure just for fun, as Back in Black, who is at least a lap down, side by side with Frosty, who's on the lead lap running second. We got a leader in pit road. It is around that time, fuel mileage being the key. Wes taking that moment to get down pit road. That's what the battle was all about, as Back in Black tries to take the edge to get his lap back. Frosty will take the edge with the lead. Now the question, will there be a caution? The field all spread out. A caution would bunch everyone back up, and I'm not sure that anyone wants to see that. For sure, guys. I mean, it would be very interesting. But it could happen. Next week, Daytona. So you want to tune in next week, 11:30-ish, 11:45 Eastern, for the running of that race. There at Watkinsville. We've been looking at Frosty and Frosty, your race leader, Back in Black, going back and forth at it. Now, Frosty may have to pit here. That's going to be very, very interesting, as the field is starting to bunch up back here in the back. Look at this second place kind of battle here. Got a driver slow on the track. That's Beloved. Trying to hang in there. Sounds like he has a healthy car, just a little bit of damage. Driver down pit road. That's Dale Jr. Gonna take it down pit road. Not the best race for him, but I tell you, survival at this point is so key. It's so key. He can do well to do that. Back in Black has Wes coming up on him. Back in Black's 5th. Not Wes, I'm sorry, Frosty. And Back in Black sits 5th. So he needs to maintain that now. Back in Black looks like he's in a good rhythm, but earlier, my goodness, he was struggling into turn 1. Hitting that tire barrier and tearing up the cars, bringing out cautions. So really all it takes is one mistake in that turn 1 kink to bring out a caution, bunch the field up, and change the narrative of this entire race. Right now, Frosty is your race leader. Back up to the lead, or to second, and that would be Wes, who was able to go in, pit, and come out second. It just shows you what kind of pace these guys are on. Oh, trouble. Josh. Able to get it going. A lot of damage there to that car, though. Is not going to throw the flag, though. Oh, yeah, Josh. A lot of damage there as it comes right out in front of Dale. I'm sure he's going to be looking to dive it down pit road. Hang on to it because you don't want to wreck it trying to get in there. He does. He's going to go to pit road, get that damage fixed. And many drivers starting to come to pit road now. Josh, the pit road there. C. Elmo is also in pit road. He was running third, getting that fresh fuel, that fuel and fresh tires. Frosty still maintaining the lead. Uh-oh. Y'all heard that first. Maybe a little fuel saving going on. Fuel stretching. He'll probably go in soon. Unfortunate, because when he does, he's going to surrender the lead to Wes, who was put on a blistering pace to try and catch. And one of the things you wanted to do if you were going to stay out is gap enough to be able to, be able to come out in first, recover and come out in first, but just unable to do that at this juncture. So Wes is going to resume the lead in that strong number 8 Oreos CMR Chevrolet. And one of the things that Wes, again, been looking a long time for this win. And barring any unforeseen circumstances, I think he's going to cap this one off because, I don't see anyone catching them. We're coming up on 10 to go. It's 11 to go right now. We're coming up on 10 to go. 10 laps remaining in this race. Unless there is a caution, I just don't think Frosty's going to have the speed to be able to catch him. And for Frost, I know he's trying to play that fuel mileage game, but Wes is coming full speed. So the question is, are you going to be able to, is it smart to continue to push? Are you going to be able to save fuel and battle for the lead? You're going to have to do one or the other. I think his better bet would have been pit shortly after Wes maintain that points lead and race lead. He's going to stretch it, though. We'll see if he can make it around these few laps. Wes has caught them, though. If you look at the distance, there is second place right there. So there's the difference right there. Frosty in the pit road. And gonna surrender the lead to Wes. Long green flag run we've had. Drivers now settled in. They're in their rhythm. They're maxing out their speed. Wes is going to take the lead and potentially the win here at Monza. This could get interesting, though. We still could have a situation. We got a car slow, had a car slow entering turn 1. That is Dale. We definitely could have a situation we have a caution, guys. I put it past it. Look at anywhere where there's multiple cars here. You see tires flowing anywhere. Josh has struggled to get through that that turn one. So Back in Black has struggled around other cars. Beloved has just been taking it easy. So don't think we can't have another caution. And if we do, with so few laps, that's really going to make things interesting. We got a car stop. That's not Dale. That was C. Elmo. Able to recover. Gonna stop short. Try and let the leader by. Got a driver in pit road there. One of our leaders here, but I think this is all she wrote, boys, for this one. Wes dominating performance for the 8, especially in the back half of this race. In the first half of the race, it was up and down. We had a lot of lead changes. But we thought, you know, for a while there, it was going to be Skitty Brave in the 46, where he had electronic issues. Then we thought it was going to be the 9 of Back in Black, and then he got lost. You know, just couldn't stay consistent. But Wes has put on a performance very, very similar to Paintbrush last time we were here in that performance. So kudos to him. Second place, Frosty. I mean, the type of start he's had to a season, you can't say enough about what he's been able to do this season so far in that 2 change of scenery, change of pace, and he is certainly looking good so far as start the season. A win and now a second place finish. Really gonna vote well for him to start the season momentum wise. T. Elmo, good run for him. Gonna finish 4th in this race as they count the laps out. As they got 95 laps complete out of 100, 5 to go in the race, and see Elmo doing and looking well. Dale, no, that's Beloved. No damage, he keeps rolling. Four to go. Three to go. Third place, Back in Black. Rebound, nice rebound. He's up to 3rd. That's a nice rebound. Very definitely have to have a fast driver, fast car to rebound there, but just not enough to get it done. Good job though for Back in Black to rebound to 3rd. And number 9, RCR Chevrolet. Not RCR, I'm sorry, HMS. But at the end of the day, no match. I mean, no match for the number 8. Doing something that yours truly could not do in that car, and that is take it to victory lane as he approaches lap traffic right here. I don't think it matters. I think that he is ready to bring that thing home. White flag is in the air. No more cautions here at Monza. And West, a dominating second half performance, brings CMR its first victory, is sliding through the corners, probably filled with excitement right now. He had to overcome a lot going from the back to the front to the back, and now back up to the front where he stayed the second half. And you can't say enough. I mean, you literally can't say enough about his performance. He led the most laps in this race by leading the back half, and your second winner of the BRL series and his first win in this series. West is gonna win at Monza. For those other drivers, because he was sitting there behind them, they still racing. So let's see, Frosty's gonna bring up second. Excellent run for the Frost. Congratulations for him, second place. Look at third, back in black's gonna bring up third. No, he's glad to get that. CMO gonna bring up fourth. And that number 54. And that thing home. Fifth place is gonna be Josh in the 99. We'll snag fifth place. Sixth place, beloved car in the 1. Seventh place, gonna be Dale Jr. in the 3. He survived, and that's going to round out our group here. And then of course our electronic failure guys in the order that they had their electronic issues. No DNFs in this race, an awesome race. A lot of highlights, a lot of points. Be sure to go back and watch this one. This was a good race all the way around. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy this one as they line up for me to get the grid. They made it easy on me today by being so spread out. They don't know that I already got the grid. Thank you guys. And they are beating it up. And so let's go ahead and get our top 3 in here and let's have a conversation with them. Our post-race interviews start now. Third place finisher, back in black. Be sure to include your audio.
Alright,
Sam Cook, you got a copy?
Yep.
Man, well, you definitely had a strong number 9 Chevrolet. You were able to go from the back to the front, from the back up to the front. But what happened in the second half of that race?
We got ran over on accident and we got damaged pretty bad, so I had to go to the pits.
Man, I know you hate that. I know you hate that. One of the things we saw was the electronic issues really hurt a lot of drivers out there. But for you, how important was it for you to finish this race, especially considering that you were unable to attend the BRL 500?
To get the points, I really need them. to get back into the top 12 to be entered for Indianapolis, so I can go out and win at Indy. So I can lock myself into that round of 3.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of comments and a lot of drama surrounding this race. Without you there, it wouldn't be the same though, man. We're gonna get you out of here. Who you got to thank?
Shell Pencil for coming on. They're a full-time sponsor this year. Good Wrench also is a full-time sponsor this year, so you'll be seeing a lot of them 2 cars. And Lowe's.
All right, well,
Lowe's will be coming on.
All right, well, we'll see you at Watkins Glen next week.
Oh yeah, the Glen.
Was Back in Black, 3rd place finisher, and then we bring in the one person that'll never appear online. And now we'll bring in our 2nd place finisher, our BRL 500 champion. And now 2nd place finisher. What a start to the season. It wasn't a win, but man, what a start. We got XR Frosty in here. Be sure to include your audio. This is Sam Cook. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I mean, BRL 500 champion and now an excellent run, 2nd place finish. Let me ask you, did you think starting off that you had the car to finish 2nd place here in Monza?
Well, I mean, it definitely wasn't the perfect start to a race. We went from first to last to first to last to first and another last, but I mean, it was all fun and games. I want to say thanks to all the boys back that work at home, basically me on the paint schemes and Coleman in my earlobe, for helping me out prepare for this race. You know, it's truck month, so proud to get it for the team. I know Slay's happy. He needs those team points, so at least I did something right. But yeah, no, I didn't think we were going to be this strong off the get-go. But, you know, people always tell me that there's those little lucks and myths in life that aren't real. Like, if you see a shooting star, wish there's something stupid like that. I don't know. But they say the momentum ain't a thing. But, I mean, heck, I'm your living proof of it. I was DNF'd about 17 times last season at this point. So, you know. Happy to get my world record of amount of interviews in the season, too. Yeah, just really thankful. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, so there was a lot of controversy going on, obviously, with restarts and stuff. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear about that after the race. But you know,
yep.
One of the things though we saw this race with the electronic issues. How big of a part do you think that played in the overall race?
Well, it was for the points itself. Looking for the future, this is probably the best case scenario. Holy crap, I'm wrecking. To be honest with you, considering everybody got points, it's a good thing. But for the race itself, I think it definitely thinned things out a little bit. We had a good handful of cautions within the first 40 lap stint or so. So as a fellow league owner, it's not the best feeling owning a bunch of cars like that, but as the field thinned out, the racing got much cleaner. So as a driver, I loved it.
Yeah, I definitely can relate that it played a part in the racing. Everybody got spread out, got in a rhythm, and was able to put on a show. But I would have loved to have seen what it would have looked like with one more caution. To see if you'd have been able, at the end, were you trying to save fuel to be able to stretch, or were you just trying to run it out? Because I think we saw you maybe clutching it a little bit, releasing, getting in those corners early. At what point did you say, this isn't gonna work, and just dive it into pit road?
Yep, you said it exactly how I was thinking it. At first, I didn't even really think that much of that strategy, because the last time I pitted before this last real run, I guess to the checkers, it was just me and I think like one other car under a caution. So I didn't really think that, I wasn't thinking it hard enough. My biggest goal was to catch up to Hyundai, which he lagged out. But the biggest goal was to just kind of maintain points, and I wasn't really paying much attention about gas. To me, I was like, well, We had like 30-ish to go, and I got half the tank left, so we were gonna have to pit one more time. And as time started ticking, we hit 10 to go, and I'm like, I still have 10% of my gas left, so a little bit I was definitely being more conservative on the corners, regardless of the gas scenario. But yeah, I really wasn't thinking that hard about gas until I looked at the specs, so I started clutching in pretty hard. But I knew, because we were coming around to like 8 to go or something, and it went from 6% to 3%. And I said, yeah, Bennett. And I was doing the calculations in my head. Don't do that, kids at home. And I thought that we were going to come out about 4 seconds behind, and we can give them the show. It was like 25.
Yeah. Well, excellent start to your season, and I know you're happy about this finish because it really puts a stranglehold on the points and your points lead. Who you got to thank?
Well,
Chevrolet truck month.
Definitely. I gotta sit down and think about this. That's not a hard question. You beloved Coleman, everybody that's helped me get to this point, you know, Woozy, he technically speaking finally finished the race. Woozy for helping get me in here. Just everybody that's really helped me go from that guy that was DNF in every other corner to being I guess you can call me a championship threat. You know, this is pretty cool. I've never really been in this position in my career to have a win sticker on my door, and to be riding on such good momentum. So thanks to the family for letting me stay up this late for God knows why, and we're gonna keep digging.
There you go, man. We'll see you at Watkins Glen.
Home track!
All right. Guys, that was XR Frosty, driver of the number 2 SXR Chevrolet. And let's bring in our race winner for the first time in BRL. We got to bring in our race winner. First time in BRL history, he's able to get that thing home. We've got to talk to Wes. Be sure to include your audio. Wes in at number 8, CMR Oreo Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Bringing home the race win. Congratulations, man. Take us through this race for you.
Well, at the start, me and Skitty, I thought we were going to have a good battle until he lagged out. And then Hyundai seemed like he was the guy to compete with me. So, you know, I was thinking I was going to have much more of a battle and more side-by-side on the starts. But we kept getting clear and stuff, and we got that huge lead about 10 seconds before Hyundai lagged out, and that gave Frosty second place 15 seconds back. And we pit, and I thought Frosty was going to stretch it out, but he couldn't, so we took over the lead and stretched the gap even farther than we had it before. And we took it home for CMR for the first time for me since KMR Bristol.
Yeah, so a really, really long time, man. So what's the feeling like? I mean, how are you feeling right now? What are your thoughts going through the remainder of this round?
Well, I feel pretty safe, but I still want to go out there and get wins. The job's not done yet. We still need to redeem ourselves from Season 2. So the job's not done, but we're going to keep working all season.
That sounds great, man. It was awesome to see that number 8 in victory lane. And what a great job you did, and especially able to stretch out. You just had an amazing pace. Once you got that clean air, you got a rhythm under you, an amazing pace, a really strong car, man. We'll get it out of here with who you got to thank.
I gotta thank Sam for leaving open the 8 car so I could drive it and get it a win, and gotta thank Beloved for putting me on this team, giving me a fast car.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Enjoy that race win, man.
I will.
Burn that thing down. Well, guys, that was our race winner. And the number 8, that's Wes in the CMR Chevrolet. Now, Wes and Frosty are now locked in to the next round, and they will start up front at Indianapolis Oval. So congratulations to them. So we saw a lot. We saw early big wrecks. We saw a lot of physical racing. we saw the electronic issues really come in and play a part in this race. And that's unfortunate with a lot of drivers, for live drivers, because we had a lot of fun watching this. And I think it would have definitely been different had we had all the drivers here. But there's always next week. Next week we'll be at Watkins Glen, so please tune in right here, twitchmonster27, as all of these drivers will be back to battle at Watkins Glen. Here's some big questions. Michael's set to start at Watkins Glen. So with these first few drivers, will that be the end of the win streak of different drivers winning so far? Or will we see much of the same? Who will be able to compete with our defending champion? Also, will Little Habibi return at the same time? If so, what kind of competition will he be with a late start? And he will have to earn his way into the top 16. So many storylines. Tune in next week. The Speed Report will air Tuesday at 11:30 Eastern. So tune in to the Speed Report so that you can figure out, so you can see the points updated live and see more stats, highlights, and analysis of today's race. I'm Sam Cook, and it was my pleasure to bring you this race, and we are signing out.